heading to location, make sure that you check with your supervisor on what type of SandBox location you're going to. We've got a couple different types of locations and a couple different things that you need to know prior to going to location. The first thing that you're going to want to know is what the traffic situation is on location. Is it a back-in or is it a pull-through? What that means basically is, am I going to have to back in my box to the unload area? On areas where we have to back in, we typically use spotters. So also check if a spotter may need to be used on site. If it's a pull-through location like the one here, you may just have to pull in one way and pull out the opposite way. The other thing that you want to check prior to going to location is who's responsible for unlocking the twist locks. On some of our locations, the operators are responsible for unlocking the twist locks for the box to be unloaded. On these particular sites, the driver will actually stay in his cab during the unload process. However, it is still the driver's responsibility to make sure that those are locked prior to getting on any major roads. On other locations where drivers may be the ones responsible for unlocking the twist locks, the driver first needs to make sure that they have all of their PPE on prior to exiting your cab. Also, when exiting your cab, make sure that you use 3 points of contact. The other thing that you're going to want to make sure that you do before you arrive to location is you fill out all of your paperwork. SandBox does not accept any drivers filling out their paperwork on site or at the loading tab. So make sure that's done prior to arriving at the well site. Now what we're going to do is walk through the process of unloading or unlocking the twist locks on this box. So we'll go back here. So as we walk back to unlock our twist locks, one good thing to do is a quick inspection on the chassis. Again, this inspection that you do on location isn't a full-on pre-trip or post-trip inspection. It's just a quick get my eyes on everything and make sure that things are still in good working order, right? So we'll do this throughout this process. Another thing that we'll talk about here is this particular site has a loading tab. Now, loading tabs aren't required on all sites. Also, here we've got a orange line. This is a caution zone that it's put up by the operators for the drivers to access their twist locks. So we're going to want to make sure that we stay inside of this line because, again, SandBox has a zero tolerance policy for any dance floor infractions. So make sure that we're not passing any of our barriers during operations or without following the enter and exit policy. So, like we talked about, we're going to do a quick little inspection, just make sure everything's good. Come here, make sure that our twist locks are unlocked. Again, the unlock position is pulled towards you.